Okay, so we're taking a look at why errors are made. And I've done a few of these already. Background, if you haven't seen the other videos, go check them out. But we're always talking about the correct way to do things. And I got the recommendation to look at some errors that are made around the league and to talk about why they were made. What could the fielder have done differently to not make the error? And also, you can put your reasoning down in the comment section below. So we're going to just pretend that we are a coach on the team. Maybe we're an infield coach, player makes an error. Maybe we're the manager, whoever, and we're going to talk to that player, what they could have done differently, if there is anything to do that would have made the play more successful. So we're going to look at Vlad Guerrero Jr. right here. He's playing first base. It's first and second, one out. We get a ground ball. He's going to field it. He's going to turn the throw, and then he's going to bobble the ball, and runners are safe everywhere. So what could he have done differently? Let's back it up and look real quick and see. So here's the ball. Ball's hit. Now, in this situation, we're going to pause it right here. Okay, we're going to pause it right here. So we've got runners at first and second and one out. If we get a ground ball hit to us, we're going to turn a double play if we're able to. Now, also, the game is 7-0. It is early in the game, but it is 7-0. So score and context are important. Any double play ball, the most important out is the first one. So that's the first thing I always start with. Let's make sure we get the first one. Now, he tries to turn a double play here, which is perfectly fine. It's a ground ball with runners at first and second. We're going to turn a double play, especially on a ball hit right at him. I want you to watch the runner, though, because the runner does something interesting here. Because it's first and second, the first baseman is not going to hold the runner on. They're going to play behind the runner. That's why Vladdy's fielding the ball back here behind the runner. Well, this base runner knows that. So as they're running to second base, the runner knows that there's really two possibilities. One, Vladdy's going to field the ball and he's just going to run over here and touch the base, or from this far away, he'll probably flip to the pitcher working this way. The second thing is, and probably the more probable thing, is he is going to try to turn a double play. The shortstop is going to get to this side of the bag, to the outside, because the shortstop is taught on a ground ball to the first baseman with runners at first and second. Because he's behind the bag, the throwing lane is going to be on the outside, so you would go to the outside. If it was just runner at first and he was holding the runner on at first, he would shuffle off inside, and if the ball was hit to him, the shortstop would come to the inside part of the bag for the throwing lane. So the shortstop's going to go to the outside part of the bag. Now, the runner knows this, and watch the runner. The runner right here, see how the runner starts to bow out? So the runner is bowing out. And the reason why the runner is going from in here to out there is because he knows that the throwing lane is outside. And so he's trying to get in this throwing lane. And Vladdy comes up to throw the ball right here. And it's like right here where I think he isn't confident that he can get the ball past the runner's shoulder because there's just not enough room. And what I think he does is right here, he tries to hold on to the ball. But because it's so late in the process, like his hand is coming forward and then he's like, hold on, don't throw it. He starts to bobble it. And then by the time he goes to turn, the ball is already fallen out of his glove. There's no play. Now you can see again, look at this angle right here. So you can see Bo's on the outside of the bag, right? So Bo, what we're taught is put your right foot here. Your left foot's going to be out here. You're going to give a target and give a throwing lane. Runner, you can see, is sliding to the outside. They were trying to get in the lane, and Vladdy didn't have anywhere to throw the ball. And the ball falls out. So what could Vladdy have done differently? Well, you don't always know, one, when you turn to throw at the second base. You don't know if the runner is going to try to do that. Some do, some don't. You don't know if they do that, are they actually going to be in the way? So you have to anticipate that you're going to throw the ball here, right? So you anticipate that you're going to throw. And the only adjustment I can really say is that if you are not going to throw, right, you've got to make sure, one, if it's not there, easier said than done. You've got to be able to realize it, slow everything down. And now you've got plenty of time to then reset yourself, right? So if you don't drop the ball here, you've got plenty of time to reset yourself, flip the ball to first base, and you've got him out by a decent amount there. I will say it's not an easy play. I do think the runner surprised Vladdy. And I've been sitting here watching it, and as we're talking, being like, what adjustments can you make? You can't really step any further back there because the runner's getting on the bag. Like, you don't have a whole lot of time. It's going to be a field, a turn, and a throw. So you can't really, in this situation, field, turn, step outside, replant your feet, throw. The game happens too fast, in my opinion. And so the only real move is, okay, I go to throw the ball, I realize it's not there. Now I've got to reset, I've got to keep my composure. Reminded me of old school.
We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to just keep our composure.
And then you've got to reset and throw to first. The biggest thing that comes to mind with this play is just the heads-up base running by the runner. So they've already processed the situation, and they've said to themselves, in my opinion, they've said to themselves, if there's a ground ball hit to the first baseman here, he's going to try to turn two. Because it's first and second, I've got to get to the outside. So this is stuff that you're processing before the ball's even hit. Now, if you've played the game a million times, like maybe in the moment you think of doing this, but in my opinion, your instincts take over because you've already thought about things. You've planned things in your mind. You've practiced them. And he's already told himself this is what he's going to do on this ball. And it just so happens the ball's hit there. And he goes to the outside. And he really creates this error, in my opinion. So not as much Vladdy could do other than the things I've already kind of stated. But again, really heads up play by the base runner. So let me know if you see it the same way I do. Maybe you see it differently. Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you later.